Multi-tools are good to have, and while they might not be the best at everything, they get the job done. From a tactical perspective, that can help to escape some tricky situations, and multi-tools have been issued to many military forces over the years too. For example, the Victorinix from Swiss Tools. And we recently got our hands on a multi-tool that we think might be able to keep up with your tactical needs, the Nextool NE 20120. We tested it out, and we'll share our thoughts on it. Let us get started. The packaging looks pretty straightforward. Now, let us open this up and see what is inside. First, we have a very sturdy sheath with a belt loop. The multi-tool seems to be inside. This is a good way to keep the tool safe while making the packaging minimal. Then we have a user manual and extra blades and screws. What we have noticed is they have opted for a simple presentation overall. The multi-tool itself feels solid in hand. At just under half a pound, it's got some bulk, and that weight might become an issue for some. In our opinion, the weight just works, but it would be excellent if it was a tad bit lighter. Then the tactical black finish adds a stealthy, no-nonsense vibe, and the pocket clip is a good addition to the whole design. We tested out the Flagship Pro in multiple situations and tried to do a breakdown of each tool to see if they would hold up in a situation where it mattered. While we are not expecting much, it has delivered more than we expected. First of, we have the pliers. While pliers are pretty common in multi-tools, the needle-nose design of the Flagship seems to be quite precise, perfect for working with smaller objects or in a tight space. Then, the replaceable wire cutters that come with the pliers cut through wires with minimum effort and did not make much sound, which is quite handy when you want to rig up something without making a fuss. Overall, they just felt like a good addition and increased our expectations of the tool. Usually, multi-tool knives are not made as strong as standalone knives. It is kinda same for Flagship as well. The knife is made from 5CR15 Mo-V stainless steel. It's not the best in terms of reliability, but was enough for cutting paracord, slicing through straps, and even carving wood. Then the safety lock was a good feature that made sure the knife did not interfere, while other tools were being used and also ensured safety. We actually thought the saw was a gimmick, but it worked out well enough. The size of it, as you can see, is not large, and with a saw of this size, you cannot accomplish much. We tried it out on a branch, it took some time but worked, so it is functional and can be good if you have no other option at hand. It also has a safety lock, just like the knife. Then we have the scissors, and the scissors were particularly our favorite. They're bigger and tougher than what you'd expect on a multi-tool, and they handled everything from cutting fabric to trimming fishing lines. They even came in handy for first aid, and the integrated glass breaker adds an extra layer of utility to them. There is also a ruler on the side that can help you measure while cutting things. The implementation of these small features in a tiny place was interesting to see. There are two types of screwdrivers, and they are attached to two cutters. The Phillips screwdriver attached to the line cutter worked well, and the flathead screwdriver with the wire stripper held its own too. Moreover, if you have these two types of drivers, they roughly cover 90% of your daily needs. Then the line cutter zipped through the fishing line and zip ties effortlessly, and the wire stripper proved handy for quick electrical fixes. You cannot have a multi-tool without a can and bottle opener. These are the most common additions. The openers of the Flagship Pro seem pretty straightforward and work just like they are supposed to. So no complaints when it comes to some simple openers that just make everyday tasks a little easier. Lastly, the glass breaker is one of those features you hope you never need, but it's reassuring to have. While we did not have a place to use it, we have seen an official demonstration video where it worked perfectly. We will take your word for it, Nextool, and appreciate the feature that can save a life. From our observation and test, in terms of tactical situation, the Flagship Pro can be a good pick. We have to talk about the safety locks on the knife, because they make the whole tool safe for pockets and while in use. However, we do believe it's not going to replace dedicated tools like a survival knife or heavy-duty pliers, and it's not supposed to. A multi-tool is about versatility, and it can be that one thing you throw into your pocket in a rush and still come out fine. In that regard, the Flagship Pro is perfectly fine. Overall, the Nextool NE 20120 Flagship Pro is the kind of multi-tool that can earn its place in your gear. It's tough, reliable, and packed with features that make a real difference when you're out in the field. Whether you're tackling survival challenges, camping, or just want to be prepared for the unexpected, this multi-tool can support you. So, if you are thinking about getting a multi-tool that looks and feels tactical, this might be your thing. So that was our review on the Nextool NE20120 Flagship Pro review. And as for everything else, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.